Welcome to RANsquawk's e-morning briefing for Thursday 23rd of July of 2009. We're just coming up towards 9 o'clock now in London, so just a quick check around the markets, a bit of a recap of the news flow from overnight. Firstly, starting in Asia, a couple of pieces coming out in relation to China. From the IMF, in their latest report was released yesterday evening, the IMF saying that the yuan remains substantially undervalued. The IMF says on China that they have room for more fiscal stimulus through 2010 and recovery is not yet firmly established. Encouraging signs of a turnaround are taking hold, and furthermore stimulus efforts have contributed to a broader global stability, as according to the latest IMF report on China. Out of the US, a couple of White House and Obama comments to be aware of. White House's Orzag says that Q2 GDP contraction likely to be significantly down, partly thanks to stimulus. And President Obama saying that health care reform is crucial to rebuilding the economy, saying that debt and deficits are of deep concern and the economy would be worse without a bailout. Also sticking with the US overnight, the ongoing story that is CIT Group. The latest coming out on a Bloomberg story is that CIT bond advisors are said to be pushing for bankruptcy after the August swap, according to people familiar with the matter. So pretty similar or in line to the comments that we saw from CIT themselves a bit earlier in the week. From Europe, ECB officials, it was Neuer who spoke, saying Euro area economy weakened less in Q2 and growth in the economy may resume in 2010. Neuer said the covered bond purchase program is having a very strong impact on markets and that business activity was showing improvement in the second quarter. In geopolitical news, US Secretary of State Clinton saying the US was ready to guarantee the safety of its Gulf allies against Iran and would increase pressure on North Korea. We've already seen similar comments from her already this morning. In terms of where WTI crude futures are trading at the moment, we're pretty much flat for the session, trading around the $65.50 mark at the moment. In terms of FX, a weaker yen has been the dominant theme so far in the overnight Asian session and in the open this morning in Europe. Again, a strong bout of selling of yen against both the dollar and the euro, with hedge and model funds behind the move, according to analysts, which was also fueled by some stop selling as well. No apparent direct catalyst for the move, but anticipated Toshin fund issuance coming in tomorrow has helped underpin support for yen weakness this morning. And taking a look in equities, at the moment in Asia, at the close in the Nikkei did rise 0.7%. That is a 3-week closing high. Some of the exporter stocks such as Sony Corp benefiting from that weaker yen I've just mentioned. And where we stand at the moment, coming into 9 o'clock now in London, the FTSE CAC and DAX pretty much around the unchanged mark. However, we're seeing slight outperformance in the SMI, the Swiss index, up around 0.6%. Some pretty major companies there reporting. So just recapping some of the headlines. For Roche, the drug maker, their company's first half net came in at 5.21 billion Swiss francs above the expected 4.78. They also raised their outlook. They're seen up around 3% currently. Credit Suisse had a Q2 net of 1.57 billion Swiss francs, which was in line with street estimates. Credit Suisse saying they expect the environment to remain challenging, but the company is well positioned. They're also seen up 3%. And ABB, their Q2 nets beat expectations of $675 million, and they're seen up 3.3%. So again, aiding the SMI index, those heavyweight stocks reporting pre-market. As well, just to note that Qualcomm did report last night, slightly better on the EPS print at 54 cents, and they boost their forecast. And eBay reported a Q2 adjusted EPS of 37 cents, a penny better than expected, with slightly better outlook on the third quarter. Obviously today again remains pretty much a dominance towards the US earnings season. We'll see the likes of 3M, AT&T, Bristol Myers Squibb, Ford, McDonald's, Philip Morris, just to name a few of the big companies, as well as UPS, and we'll have the likes of Microsoft reporting after market today. On the data front, we'll be eyeing UK retail sales. They'll be due in around half an hour's time. And then from the US today will be initial jobless and continuing claims, followed by existing home sales at 3 o'clock London time.